Hey guys, here is my video on how to start foraging. Most people will put their bird food in cups. That's fine. I don't even use these except for water. But what you can do to transition, if you will, to foraging, this is corrugated paper. I had paper I purchased and I ran it through here. And I can't think of how to work it right now. There we go. And you just turn this and the paper slides right out. It's a lot of fun. Amazon. Corrugated paper. Anyways, I cut a little bit. I made sure it was big enough to cover the top of this. And all I did was throw it on top. Another way to start is just take a piece of toy, something sharp, and throw it in there. And see how well they do. Once that, you can add more. And we'll fill her up. And then they can dig through here to get what they want, the food. Another way to do things, if you're just starting that way, is when you put, you don't have to do all the holes. I do the holes so they can see. If you have stainless steel cups, they might not be able to see the food. And they can just pull it right off too, so they know that they can do that. It's a good way for them to understand. This is all it is a muffin cup and a Nutriberry. And that's it. You can throw that in their food too. See what they do with it. A lot of it is just seeing what they like and what they don't like. Sometimes they're very afraid. Another one is I put a little anchor on here of a bead and the vine ball, and again the muffin cup with another anchor and a zip tie. Throw that in here. You can add a little food in here and then throw it in here. They have to work around and get through all this. You can poke holes in here too. A lot of fun stuff. Throw shred in here. Some of the bigger vine balls you can put the Nutriberries in. For me, what I've found is the Nutriberries have been a really good incentive for my birds. I'm not sure about others. Once you get started and going, this is just a simple toy made out of a paper cup. Threw my shred in here, and my Nutriberries can go in here, or food. I do a lot of food. And then I just put a topper on it. Now, if they're just starting, do a topper where there's holes. They can move it around and they can see through it. Otherwise, you can, if they're just starting, you can just do like this. Add more shred to the top so they got to move things around and look for it. Otherwise, you can add one of these palm, there we go, palm flowers. This one I do a lot. But if you have it packed and set tight, they're not going to be able to move this. They have to chew it. So what then I do is mine love pine nuts, but I also go through their food pieces, and with these palm flowers, you can put your pine nuts or food pieces in these little creases, so they have to look for it, and that's an incentive on to chew these as well. I put bells on everything. My crew loves bells. I bought these little baskets on eBay along with these. We talked about these baskets at one time on Cheapers. I got these. I didn't know how big they are. Obviously, I can't tell and visualize what 2 inches is. So, I think they're kind of cute. So what I did is I just added some of Zinni's food. You can add anybody's food. And then put a little shred in there. It's real easy. You can just stick that in the bottom of the cage or add a pair, if I can find one, and hang it as well. Your call how you want to do it, but this is just real easy and simple stuff. It's all about trying for them to move stuff around and look for it. Another real easy one is a little bit of shred and food. I threw a Nutriberry on here. You can crumble these up too. Put a plate down, throw some shred on it. Fantastic idea to get them started. This is how some of the things I did when I started foraging, or when I had my birds start foraging. And sometimes if they're even afraid of the shred, just throw some food right on the table and see how that happens. You know, see what happens with that. It's just trial and error, and that's how I have been able to work up to the drink holders and everything else. If you guys have any questions, let me know. Thanks.